What? Where am I? What is this? And all these blocks. And it stores and what on earth has happened? Anyways guys, welcome to Minecraft 1.8 review done by Perceiz, as you know me. Yeah, this is just a small house I built to show off stuff that was added in the snapshots of 1.8. And as you see, we have the armor stand here and the various type of andesite and granite and not diorite I think, and also the banners over here and the doors. And a lot of new stuff that we're going to go through right now. So on this side, I'm going to have the demonstration of how you craft the various type of items, and here the names of them and how they look. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we have the diorite and polished diorite added to the game. So around here you see the diorite itself, and then you can craft it and make a polished one. That looks much better in my opinion, but both of them are very useful. This type of block is found underground, just as stone is, and it is mixed in stone in caves. So the way you craft a polished diorite is you take 4 diorite and mix it together and get 4 polished diorite. Like this in the crafting bench. And then if you had the old world and then you don't want to go that far in the terrain to get this diorite, what you do is you take 2 quartz and 2 cobblestone and mix it in this pattern in the crafting bench, and you get a normal diorite outfit. Cool. Now after this we have the polished andesite. That is just as the diorite found underground, and this is the way it looks when you find it, and then you can craft it into polished diorite out of the normal. What am I saying? This is not the diorite, this is the andesite. So out of the normal andesite that is around here, we can craft this polished andesite. I always like to call it andesite, like from Anders, but then I realized it's not the way you call it. Anyways, and then how to craft the polished one, take 4, just like with the diorite, you take the andesite, put it in this pattern, and you get the polished. And in case you didn't want to go and find it in your old world, you can craft it just like this, the normal andesite. You take a cobblestone and the diorite and you get a normal andesite. And now the third type of this sort of block is the granite and the polished granite. So this is the granite as it looks like, and this is the polished granite that is as well found on the ground down there somewhere. So you take it in this pattern and you get the polished granite. Yeah, and you can craft normal granite by taking a quartz and the diorite and getting the granite. Now there is also a type of block added called coarse dirt. That is a mix of gravel and dirt, and it sort of reminds a bit of soul sand as well. Oh, let's put the weather to clear, as we don't really want anyone spawning around here and blowing stuff up. I already saw a creeper over there. So this is a really cool block in case, and it will appear in Savannah, Mesa and Mega Taiga, where you would normally see grass that would not grow. I mean dirt that would not grow into grass. So it is replaced with this block now. And if you don't want to go and find it, you can craft it in this pattern by putting 2 diagonal gravel and 2 diagonal dirt and getting 4 or 2 coarse dirt. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and we don't have anything here. Now, another block that was added was the red sandstone. One of my favorite blocks in the game. You have a few varieties of it. You have the chisel, the smooth, the stair, and the slab. I don't have the stair and the slab over here to show you, but as you may realize, the way you have the normal one here and then the chisel one here, instead of having like in the normal sandstone a creeper head, they have added a wither. That is a really cool decision in my opinion. And then the smooth one here, and the normal sand, red sand here, right? So the way you craft red sandstone is putting 4 sand together and getting 1 sandstone. Now, however, if we take 4 sand and then craft it into red sandstone, right? We can make, this is the way you make the smooth one. Now, this is the way you make the slab, and then this is the way you make the chiseled, and now this is the way you make the stairs. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff, in my opinion. Let's move on. They added my favorite type of block in the game. I've been waiting for this since 1.0 to come out. Yes, it's called Prismarine, a blue rock that is found in ocean monuments that we're going to talk about later on. But basically, if you look at it really closely, then this thing is changing from light blue to grey and to violet in this sort of pattern, and it looks really amazing. But you can't actually see it when it's not underwater. You'll find this in ocean monuments, as I said. Anyways, there are a few type of prismarine, and to craft it, you need this wonderful thing called prismarine shards. And you craft it just like this in the 4 pattern, and getting 1 prismarine. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, pretty cool. Like it. My favorite type of block. The blue block that is actually useful. And then you have another type of the Prismarine, is Prismabricks. That is, just as you would guess, brick variant of Prismarine. That looks even better, but does not change its color. And it is crafted like this, right? So we can take 9 Prismarine shards, put it like this, and you get 1 Prismarine brick. Pretty cool. Found in ocean monuments as well. Now, moving on, we have the dark Prismarine. That is a variant of Prismarine as well, and it is found in chambers in the ocean monument. And it's crafted like this. Oh, we need to move this. Yeah, there we go. So put 8 of them around and an ink sac in the middle, and you get this wonderful thing that we're going to demonstrate right now. In a moment, put it around and the ink sac in the middle, and voila, you have the dark Prismarine. Oh yeah. I don't especially like this block that much. I just like the first 2, and the one that we're moving forward to right now, the sea lantern, that is found in ocean monuments as well, that actually generates light and can be broken just as Cobblestone. So it is a variant of lamps, yeah, of lanterns. You see, in this sort of pattern, pretty cool. I like it a lot. Some sort of lamp under the water or over the water, or however you want to use it. And it's crafted like this. 4 of these Prismarine, what are they called? Prismarine crystals, and then 4 Prismarine shards surrounding them. Let's put the time to 0, so no bad guys spawn. So you have, take the Prismarine crystals, put them in the middle like a cross, and then the Prismarine shards around, and you get this thing that generates light. And you can break it by hand, but you would get this. So yeah, breaking it is not a good idea. Okay, yeah. Moving on, a really cool thing added to the game that was added a long time ago, but then sort of unused and removed, now added again in a different variant. The sponge and the wet sponge. So we have the sponge over here, and the wet sponge over here, dropping some water particles. And a little bit different texture. So what it does is that it sucks up water. Now, you will find this in ocean monuments as well, from bosses or from rooms that are there. So if we take, so here's a variant of sponge, and it's used to suck up water, but you will find it in a wet variant first. So if you want to remove a lot of water at once, like we have here, what you do is you place it here, and boom, the water is removed, and this is now a wet sponge. Right? So, and how do you make it back again, you would ask? You put it here, and you put some coal over, or whatever you want in the furnace to burn. And then when it's done, bang, it's a normal sponge again. Yeah, this is like, what's it showing? A wet sponge with coal, and then you get the normal sponge. Woo, woo. Okay. Now, they did a change to the crafting recipe, so now we can actually craft the different type of stone bricks and the mossy cobblestone. So how you do this, you would ask? So there is the cracked one that you just need to melt the stone brick, right? We just have to wait for it to melt, and boom, cracked stone brick. Wonderful. Now, to craft the other ones, you will need the stone slabs, the stone brick slabs, and you will get the chiseled, and then you can put cobblestone and vine together and get the moss stone or cobblestone or whatever you want to call it, and you can add the stone bricks and vines, and you get the moss stone bricks. Okay, pretty cool, very usable, so that you don't actually need to break a whole bunch of blocks while being in dungeons and destroy them completely, and as well in strongholds. Now, moving on, a very interesting block to the game added is the slime block. That is crafted out of 9 slime balls, just as here, and it has the sound of a slime getting damaged, and is broken extremely quickly with any sort of material. And it's crafted like this, as I said. Now, I'm going to demonstrate you what it does. First, let us climb up here. So what it does is that it bounces you off with the 20% of the energy that it gets, and you will get 0 damage from that. Yeah? So let us try. Right here. Kaboom! And we even got above this thing. And that was from high above. And then if we do it here, you would jump until you press shift and you would stop. So yeah, a very interesting thing added to the game. You can make Super Mario adventure maps and a lot of other cool stuff with it. Now, another thing added to the game are all different types of wooden fences. So this is one of them. I chose the dark oak. You place 2 dark oak wooden planks and 2 sticks in the middle, and you get 2 fences back, just like this. Boom, boom, and 2 sticks in the middle, and you get 3 of them in fact. I'm terrible, sorry for being wrong. Right? And here are all of them, all the different type of wooden fences. And the same thing regarding the wooden fence gates. So you just revert it, put the 2 planks in the middle of whatever you want it to be, and then 2 sticks around. And I don't know how many you get, however. So let us try. And you get 1. Cool. Cool, cool. Moving on, there are wooden doors. All different types of wooden plank used, with different designs. So this is half transparent, you see. And this is completely non-transparent. You don't see anything behind it. This is half transparent in the middle. This is not transparent at all. This is the normal one, oak one that we had before. And the dark oak one, I mean the spruce one, that is not transparent at all. And you craft it just as before. You just can't put different types of wood. You just put a type of wood and get the door. So as I was saying, there are trapdoors added to the game that can only be activated using redstone stuff, like redstone torches or pressure plates or levers, or you know what I mean. And it is crafted not like this, however. No. So you need to remove these, because You see, I was just testing you out if you knew this stuff. Just kidding. And it is crafted like this. Yeah, you see now. Iron trapdoors here. For the win. Cool. Right. Okay, let's put this over here. And then another thing added are the banners. A really cool addition. So you can craft it just like a sign. Instead of putting wood, you just need to put wool. One type of wool. Like, let me show you. Kaboom and kaboom, and get cyan one. Now, further on you can do different designs on it, add it together, and I'm not going to show you how because it takes a long time, but you can get all sort of banners like you see here. Not a good version of a British flag, and then this banner, then the bricks, and my own personal banner that I'm using on the Minecraft server. And another really cool feature is if you look at them closely, then you see how they are moving by the wind from left to the right. I mean, the left are the first one to go and the right are the last one. This is so awesome. I love it. And we also have the armor stand that is just like in Bibliocraft, but can have orientation on different angles, and also can render the colored leather armor and enchanted armor. And the skull head, as you see, I just chosen design that I'll be using later on, and it's crafted just like this, you see, right? So let me take the sticks and boom, armor stand. And you see you can have it like this, or yeah, you know, this is sort of a little bit glitchy, but you know what I mean. After all, now we have added bunnies, the most wonderful creature on Earth. Here are some of the different types of that exist naturally. They spawn everywhere except for dry biomes, or hot biomes, or whatever you want to call it. And they are so wonderful. They follow around after carrots, and you can breed them by carrots, and they give you some different drops. And now these sheeps actually now have some drops that are needed when you kill them. They now give you mutton. Yeah. So in fact, let me kill them, as I have a sharpness 5 looting 3 sword, and you will see by yourself how it's working. Ta-da! Right? And now let's free the bunny that you have no idea who he is even. Okay, so this bunny is called Toast, and you can only obtain him. He's not spawned naturally. You can only obtain him by having a naturally spawned bunny and then giving him a name tag Toast. Or you can, of course, take a bunny spawn egg, or rabbit spawn egg, as they are called, and rename it to Toast and spawn him. Yeah. So here is some more mutton, and the way if you eat it, you only get 1 regen health bar, but if you cook it, let us show you how to, shall we? Yeah, let's just put this stuff away meanwhile. Get cooked mutton that is filling up 3 health bars. Pretty cool and pretty useful. Now rabbits give you raw rabbits if killed without fire respect and not cooked. Then you can take this raw rabbit and put it here, and it will melt and give you some cooked rabbit, I guess. That is really good and fills up 3 health hunger bars instead of 1. Yeah, very useful. But I honestly don't prefer doing that because they are so cute and I don't want to kill them for that. Now there are also these. What was the sign? Oh, we're gonna talk about this later on, I hope. So they also give you rabbit hide when killed, and you can craft that into leather. another way of getting leather, which is quite usable. And there's also this thing called rabbit stew. So if you go downstairs, here's the way you craft it. The thing that fills up the most hunger bars in the game, and that is 5. But I don't think it is stackable, so that is why it's... And it requires a lot of stuff. Honestly, if I eat this all by itself, it fills up much more than it does altogether. So, carrot in the middle, no, I mean potato in the middle, carrot to the side, cooked rabbit on the top, mushroom on the left, and the bowl there, in the very corner. So, let's put it like this, and we get rabbit stew. Very cool. Now, you also have the potion of leaping, that is obtained only by rabbits as well. They are very useful, and this potion gives you the effect of jump boost that you previously could only obtain by using beacons. So the way you get it is you get an awkward potion that is gotten by taking a normal water bottle and added some netherwort, and then the way you make it after having an awkward potion that is gotten by taking a bottle of water and then added some netherwort, you get an awkward potion, and then you add the rabbit's foot, a rare drop from the rabbit, and you will get the potion of jump boost. And then you can put some redstone in it and it will last for longer, or you can put some glowstone in it and it will be jump boost 2 then instead of 1, which is pretty cool. And the potion as well as the particles gotten from it are green. So if we drink it, okay, jump boost, look, I can now actually jump over fences, which is really cool in my opinion. Yeah, now, as our potion is no longer here giving us the effect, look at this, a villager standing up in the air. How is this possible, might you ask? Well, I have the answer to that. Look at this. Mode, you will see all around him. So these are as hard as bedrock, but absolutely invisible if you don't have them in your hand in creative mode. Right? It looks like he's walking on nothing, and we are probably walking on nothing as well. Yeah? Pretty cool. Anyways. Moving on, there's another type of block added to the game, and that is not this. I'm just kidding. So, here is... there are Endermites added to the game. That is basically a mix between an Enderman and... yes, you guessed right, a soulfish. So, these guys appear sometimes when throwing an ender pearl or when an Enderman teleports. They are hostile, they attack Enderman as well, in fact, and you, and they despawn after 2 minutes, unlike all other mobs. Now, if we go inside here, and just take this up, and now spawn 4 of them, and then just put this thing here, we can actually have a look at them. Right? Let's put spawning away. Oh, wonderful. Here we go. So look at them in the air. And they produce these ender pearl particles and whipple around, I don't know how to call it. They look really cool, but they are hostile and yeah. Now there's also another rabbit added to the game that has a chance of 1 to 1,000 of spawning. And you can spawn him by a command that I'm not going to show you, however, right now. But anyways, so he is hostile. The killer rabbit, that's what he's called. He's over there, packed inside the iron and the stone and everything. We are going to try to kill him. That's why I have this with me, protection, or fighting close within. Okay. Now, we should be ready, except for the time is not right. There we go. Okay. So, he gives you 2 of damage, 2 hearts of damage in easy, 4 in normal, and we are in normal right now, and 6 in hard. And he jumps on you and attacks you, and he has some some blood particles on his mouth and legs. So I'm going to try and kill him. Here we come. Yeah, he already comes toward us. You see this guy? You see this guy? Okay. So we're going to try to burst in and kill this guy. Ouch! Aha! We killed him. We are the champions. We are the champions, my friends. Okay, anyways, that wasn't really that hard, was it? No, indeed not. But if you don't have a full diamond armor on you, it gives you quite a lot of damage. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is some stuff added. First of all, let's take this and throw a lot of potions of bottle of enchanting on us, so that we get a lot of levels, and you will see why in just a second. Right? Kaboom. So, there's another enchantment added, Depth Strider. 1, 2 and 3. 3 being the highest, of course. That is added on the boots. That enables you to move very quick in the water. And that is because of the ocean monuments that have new mobs in them, so that you can defeat them easier. Now let's take off our boots and add this. And now, as you see, we move much quicker on water than we did before. I'm going to show you. So this is the normal speed of movement, very slow in the water. It does this Depth Strider doesn't enable you to move quickly vertically, but only horizontally. And now horizontally, much quicker, you see. Yeah, really cool and very useful. Talking about the ocean monuments, here we have them pretty close to our spawn point. So let's go inside it and see. There are 2 new mobs added, the Guardians and the Elder Guardians. So here is one of them, the Guardian. That is, as you have guessed, hostile. Both of them are hostile in fact, and this one attacks you as well as attacking the squids. So it attacks in the same way both you and the squid. Let's spawn a squid and you will see how it does what it does. So where is one of them? You see, he makes this beam, and the only way that you can stop its work is by going 20 blocks away from it or setting a block on its way, and that would stop it. Now let's go inside this ocean monument, but before we do that, let's drink our night vision potion so that we can actually see what's around us. So this is the way it looks. Very fantastic view, very fantastic indeed, and I honestly want to live here. Now, and also these guys do not take any damage from a bow unless you're shooting them from 3 blocks or closer, or 5 blocks. You get what I mean. So this monument has a lot of corridors, and you can easily get lost in here. And if you are in survival mode, that we're not going to show you, sorry, so it will give you effect that would be called mining something fatigue, right? And effect 3. So even with efficiency 5 and aqua infinity, you will never be able to mine this block, really, or maybe after a few years. Anyways, so when you actually get inside this place, you'll find a few chambers. One of them being this one, and containing 8 blocks of gold, exactly what you need to craft a notch apple. However, you need to kill the bosses first, the Elder Guardians, in order to be able to get those blocks, to get away the mining fatigue. So when you actually find one of them, here is how it looks. If that guy could move away. Yeah, you see, it already doesn't like me. So you can kill it. It does more damage than the normal ones and has more health. So this is sharpness 5, and this is like 5 hits, 6 hits, and then it drops this Prismarine and fish and the wet sponge. That is really good. And when you have killed 3 of them, each one is spawned in one of the chambers and only one has gold, then you can actually get the gold. Right. And also, there is sometimes a chamber which contains wet sponges. And in this particular one there is, over here. So yeah. Anyways guys, I would just like to conclude everything that there are some other things added to the game, especially in the video settings and the skin customization that enables you to have specific part of the body or the skin removed or added. And then in the video settings there's the catastrophic filtering and the OpenGL removed from the settings, as well as VBOS added and alternate blocks added. This makes every single block a little bit different than the other one and making the terrain a little bit better, in my opinion. And then this enables you a 10% boost of FPS when looking up or down. Yeah. Well, I would just like to say that if you enjoyed watching this episode and everything, then please subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Leave a like on this video and comment on stuff. And I will see you next time. Woo! 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 Yeah. Next time.